Comparing fidelity checks versus alternatives is a crucial process for businesses and individuals looking to verify the accuracy of financial information. This guide will walk you through the key concepts, practical examples, and best practices to help you make informed decisions. First, let's define what fidelity checks are. Fidelity checks are a type of audit that examines the accuracy and completeness of financial records, ensuring that they are free from material misstatements. They are typically performed by external auditors and are a requirement for publicly traded companies. Now, let's explore the alternatives to fidelity checks. These include internal audits, financial statement reviews, and agreed-upon procedures. Internal audits are performed by a company's internal audit team and focus on evaluating the effectiveness of internal controls. Financial statement reviews are less comprehensive than fidelity checks and provide limited assurance on financial statements. Agreed-upon procedures involve specific procedures agreed upon by the auditor and the client to address specific risks or concerns. When comparing fidelity checks to alternatives, consider the level of assurance needed. Fidelity checks provide the highest level of assurance, while alternatives provide lower levels of assurance. Also, consider the cost and time required for each option. Fidelity checks are typically more expensive and time-consuming than alternatives. To illustrate the difference, consider a publicly traded company that requires a high level of assurance on its financial statements. In this case, a fidelity check would be the most appropriate choice. On the other hand, a small private company may opt for a financial statement review or internal audit, which provides a lower level of assurance but is less expensive. Best practices for comparing fidelity checks to alternatives include evaluating the specific needs of your business, considering the level of risk and materiality, and selecting the most appropriate option based on your needs and budget. It's also essential to work with a qualified auditor or accounting professional to ensure that you receive the right level of assurance and comply with relevant regulations. In conclusion, comparing fidelity checks to alternatives requires a thorough understanding of the key concepts, practical examples, and best practices. By following this guide, you'll be able to make informed decisions and select the most appropriate option for your business needs. Remember to evaluate your specific needs, consider the level of assurance and risk, and work with a qualified professional to ensure that you receive the right level of assurance and comply with relevant regulations.